What's going on YouTube? We're back with another episode. We're doing the rear doors on the 6th gen 4Runner. Our door skins, of course. We're gonna walk through the steps. Obviously you get those instruction sheets. So we already did our cleaning. These doors did not need the Geon degreaser. So we just used our spray-away glass cleaner. We used our alcohol. Got it all prepped and ready to rock and roll. Step 2 means talks about pinning your door skins up on a panel. This is what we're referring to. We have these little magnets. You can also like pull back some of the backing right here and stick them. Works the same way. We just have magnets, so it's a little easier. That way you have access and can see everything. And then what I'm going to recommend is on that sheet, there's corresponding numbers to locations on the door. Always start from the bottom and work your way to the top, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. I recommend having a squeegee, and if you can, some sort of X-Acto blade knife. It makes this install a little bit easier. But we're just gonna start from the bottom. I'm gonna go through the numbers. As we add and adjust these templates, sometimes these numbers may be different on future installs, but the pieces will be very, very, very similar. Because if we want to make an adjustment, we will, just to make sure that they adhere better. So this is the bottom piece. This is a sponsored door skin set from CBI, which we appreciate them trusting us with their stuff. This is going to go down here. It's kind of a cool piece because it has peak suspension on it, which we love. Make sure you got your trusty heat gun. Every time we install a piece, just because I've done these kits so many times, I post heat everything right from the beginning. If this is your first time doing an install, I would not post heat till the very end, just in case you need to adjust a few pieces. It's not until they're post-heated and pressed all the way on where the adhesive grabs that they're a little harder to remove. If you're just placing it, kind of roughly putting them on and then going back through, the pieces are a little easier to remove before you heat them up to 185 degrees and solidify their position on the door skin. Okay, bottom piece done. We're gonna move up and do our main panel here. We already popped this piece off yesterday because we were going to do another install, so that's why it already looks like it was removed, is because it was. So I'm going to use this corner right here as kind of my reference point. You're going to give yourself about an 1/8 inch of a gap like that. Oh, what's nice is this stuff doesn't stick to itself very well. It will stick to your fingers though. Okay, pull this down and pull, oh nice, okay. I like it when it comes up just a little bit short because it allows you to stretch it into position, which allows it to grab a little bit better in my opinion. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my trusty squeegee. Okay, see a little bit of tension there. What's nice is this stuff heats up and shrinks really well. So if you got a little extra material, heat this guy up a little bit, let it cool. It's hard to film these things because there's not a ton of space. So we're gonna go up. Yep, give it to Jed. Toss it in his pocket.
You good, man?
Cool, and we're gonna squeegee these up all these pieces here. Press down. Perfect. Okay, this is the piece I was talking about. Because it's a little short, we'll heat it up just a little bit, which will allow us to pull it to where we need it. Just a little bit. And then we'll heat it again. That'll wrap that corner nicely. Nice. Okay, let's move up. So done. Probably gonna tackle this piece right here. I will always position the decal kind of right here to tack on the tail. Then I'll grab this portion, kind of square it up with the end. Same thing with this side, kind of pull the middle, tack that, pull this, tack that. Takes a little finesse. Finesse. Okay, now we're going to tackle the end piece. Pop that up, lock that piece down, and we're going to push this up. Give it a little bit of pull in the upward direction. Now we're going to tack this into right there. Perfect. Grab our heat gun. Let me do this piece real quick. On the smooth surfaces, you want to make sure that you place it and squeegee out from the middle, because there aren't a ton of places for air to escape. So you want to make sure that if you don't want any bubbles, you got to squeegee out the middle and then kind of work your way out. Line up those lines. This geometric shape stuff that they decided to go with is crazy. Looks good though. This is number 9, I think. Oh, 6. I'm looking at some of the damage on this door panel that they've done, and a large majority of it would have actually been protected if they would have had these door skins prior. Gives me hope. Good. So many pieces. Okay. I'm coming down here to number 4. My last piece, number 11, because it goes here. This piece in your lineup point is this corner in the door, this edge. So we'll tack there and we'll basically pull this out. like that. I'm gonna tack the rest of this. We'll come down, go along the bottom. Oh. Okay, sweet. There's a little bit of excess material right here just due to the way I installed it. So I'm gonna shrink that up like that. Kind of work that down like that. We got this piece wrapped. This is one that we're gonna have to use the heat gun to kind of capture the corners, make sure that they're wrapped properly. So I'm gonna start over here and I'm gonna work on this top layer. I'm just gonna go across, apply some heat to it. I'm gonna bring my hand across, flatten it out. Same thing on the bottom. And then now we're gonna apply, okay, now what we're gonna end up doing is below this piece, we have a piece here, 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 and here. So only a few left and then one over there. So we're just gonna, again, start low and just work our way up. Then once we're all done, we'll toss in our miscellaneous pieces. Ouch. So this is one where if you wanted to, depending on how you installed it, you could make it line up and trim it.
That I printed you?
Like this. Probably how I would do it. And then just bring this over. Leave it just a little bit short on this side if you want everything to line up. If you're wanting the coverage, this is why designs are tough, because if the design, you don't install it perfectly to where everything lines up like that, perfectly symmetrical, then what you may have to do is just get a solid color so you don't have to worry about alignment and stuff. But if these were my doors and I had my OCD was like, this stuff needs to line up, I would shift this over, I would cut this, and I would leave it just like that. Okay, this is the top piece. Your lineup point is going to be along the back side, along this piece, just like that. And then I try to push as far to the back as I can, like that. That's going to give us the most amount of coverage up along the back and make sure there's enough spacing up here in the front. So if you want the spacing to be perfect, I'd recommend doing the top one first and then lining up the lower one right in line with it. So here's this one. Kind of an odd shaped little piece, but coverage, that's what we want.
How do we do this?
There you go.
Can I do that one?
Yeah, you can do that one. Let me finish this one up here and then I'll let you do the last two little ones. Are there three left?
Yes.
We have this piece left, and then we have this piece,
And that piece.
and then this piece. Let's figure out where these go. Okay, this one. Okay, do you want to put it on?
Yeah.
Is kid certified?
Okay, we're about to find out. Okay, so make sure the front is gonna go right there. Oh wait, sorry, Dad messed up. Other way. That was pretty good, baby. Dang.
That's actually like spot on.
I was like, good job. Okay, next one is gonna be right here. You think you can do that one?
Yeah.
That's a little more difficult. Okay, show them what you got. Okay, that piece goes down. Yep, like that. So that top piece, make sure you line it up right on the top. Oh, well, we're gonna line it up perfectly, like that. Yep. Okay, now what you'll do is you'll grab down here, pull it out, make sure it's lined up at the bottom, like that, and then flatten it all out. There you go. Good job. Okay, there's one more piece, I think. Yep. Did you get it? Let's look at it. Dang, girl. Your piece looks better than my piece that I put on. Here, I'm gonna redo mine so it matches up a little bit better. Okay guys, now that we do have everything installed, it does all look cohesive. We're just gonna go through and post heat everything to 185 degrees. Make sure that everything is stuck on here real well. I'm gonna post heat this cup holder one pretty dang good. Woo. Hot. Ow. Dang, it looks good. Okay. That ends our installation for the 6th Gen 4Runner door skins for the rear doors. Just remember to start from the bottom up. We'd never apply vinyl onto pleather or leather. It gets all gummy and gross. And this is our full kit. We're also gonna offer a half kit. And then our most popular design by far is just all black. People want the protection without having to see it so vividly, but we show the vivid designs just so you guys can see the possibilities. We're able to custom design these for whatever you want. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below or shoot us an email at support@tacovinyl.com. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow us for more videos, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.